morning. I was coming down here to our beautiful lake bed and wanted to share this with you. Do you practice morning yoga? I'd like to go through a simple sun salutation. The sun salutation, of course, is really good for getting your body moving. You can approach it in a variety of ways. You can go very soft, gentle, slow, or you can build up to a more strenuous workout and give yourself a challenge. But I'd like to go morning sun salutation, Suria Namaskara. Like to wake up and feel the gratitude for the day first thing, so that your intention is set on gratitude. That creates a vibration of abundance. So the sun is over me, it's getting sort of high, so I'm going to work through this sun salutation. The first thing I'd like to do, if you're with me and doing this with me, we're just going to sit in whatever comfortable lotus position is for you. And take some nice breaths. If this is all you do is breathe during yoga, that's all you need. The breath connects our body, which is our soul, our mind, our body parts, our breath connects that to our spirit. The breath is the connection between our three-dimensional and our spiritual bodies. So let's just do some gentle head rolls. Really gentle. I was doing some work yesterday on my car. My son, who is 7, and I had a hard time. We were doing the brakes on my BMW, and we had a very hard time getting the tires, actually, the rims back up on the rotor, because they're very heavy, and then putting in the lug nuts while it's hanging on the jack. And so my shoulders are very stiff and sore today. Not as stiff and sore as they would be, because I do take a repair after I have a day like that, and a supplement that actually is branch amino acids, and that really helps. I've noticed a big difference. I can get a lot more done, but please take it easy if you're stiff and sore. Don't push it. It's morning. Just breathe into it. Oh, head rolls are so, just do what you can do. I like to do the front first and then kind of the back first. I don't usually roll all the way around in a circle too much, pushing too much. You want to go really slow. Okay, bring your head to the middle and then just look from side to side. This is also a good time to practice some eye exercises. When you're turning your head, look behind you. It gets your peripheral muscles. Okay, so just turn your head a little bit, maybe some side to sides, until you feel that you're getting a nice stretch, that you're warming up a little bit, side to sides. You can do eye exercises now too, but I'll teach you those another time. What is next? I don't really follow extremely specifics. I mean, I try to start gentle stretching and then work up, but right now I'm going to go into got a message, so I'm going to get off my phone. One sec. 10 a.m. at your place, right? Okay. Yes, I do not use a yoga mat. A yoga mat tends to, just like a treadmill, you're not using certain muscles because you're sticky and grippy. Those muscles that are not being used, they need to be used. So I don't use a mat for that reason. And I don't ever want to be somewhere and want to do yoga and say, oh, I can't do yoga, I don't have my mat. So there you go. we're just going to start in simple stance like this. Take your feet, maybe your knuckles of your big toes can touch a little bit. Your heels might be a little bit apart. Spread your toes out, get a good foundation. Breathe, and we're just going to inhale. Up, reach, relax the shoulders, but reach. Nice big breath. Follow your breath. Your body and your breath will tell you when it's time to fold forward, and then we're going to fold forward. Nice gentle stretch. Still breathing. And up. Beautiful. I'm going to back up so you can see my arms. I hope you can still hear me okay. Let's try that again. Just a nice big breath in. And I like to use my arms out as I fold forward as a little counterweight. Okay, my back is funky, so I'm careful with my back. Ready? And fold. Come a little closer. Okay, ready? This time I'm going to lunge forward when I go down, okay? Ready? I'm going to fold gently. Hands on the ground, next to your feet. And just a simple lunge. Don't push it too much, okay? If you're working in mirrors, check your alignment. Make sure that this knee is over this ankle and it's not going in or out. And make sure that this leg is aligned and behind. You don't want it this way or this way. You get a good solid foundation so that when you're ready, you can come up into this kind of stuff. But we don't need to do that today. Now, what I'd like to do here is just go right back into a plank. And you can hold this, or you can just go down into a slow push up. So you're gonna breathe in, and then on the way down you exhale, maybe a little hot breath, okay? And then the inhale helps you come up. You follow your breath. Your breath helps you get places. Your breath tells you when it's time to change to the next position and how to get there. You ride your breath through from position to position. So I'm going to take a nice deep breath and chaturanga slowly down to the ground. I'm not going to lay on the ground. My elbows are going to go straight back, not out. I'm pushing back with my heels. Then I'm going to step lunge. What do I want to do next? I'm going to push back into down dog. How about that? Breathe. I can really feel that pulling on my right side in my sciatic, basically, where my back is broken. You might be able to see that big bump on my back is where it's broken. So I'm just going to hold this down dog for a little bit. You might be able to get a better arch in your back than me. I don't have an arch anymore. But see the difference between this and this? This and this. Okay, now I'm going to just breathe in and lunge forward this way. Oh, I did that one, didn't I? Let me do this again. Okay, I'm going to step back. I'm going to push back. I'm going to come forward. I'm usually not talking while I'm doing this. So okay, now you can go back through the chaturanga and the push-up, or you can just step forward and come up. And then you do that on both sides. You switch back. I'm going to turn so you can see it from the side. Form is pretty important here. It's about alignment. When you study your structure and strengthen your structure in yoga, that falls under the category usually of Iyengar yoga, where we do alignment. Every little thing starting at your feet and every little muscle. So alignment and form are very important. It makes it easier. But the beautiful thing about yoga is that if you're starting and you're at home and you're doing it by yourself, take it easy, stay safe, but also know the more you do it, the more your body's gonna find the right position. Form fits function, and the body's kind of efficient because we want to conserve energy, so we're sort of lazy. So when we get into a position, our body's going to try to find the best structure. Now you've got to give it a head start by giving it the strength, stretching it out, and training your form. So I'm just going to do one of the Suria Namaskara A for you to see, the Sun Salutation. I'm not facing the sun, but that's okay. There's also Moon Salutation. Just looking for a place that doesn't have a ton of rocks where I need to be. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to talk through this one. The only thing I'll say is alternate sides. If you stepped back with your right first, the next time around, step back with your left. Do both sides evenly. So I'm following my breath now. Inhale. That's the basics. Hold on, I've got another message. Okay. Oh, sorry, I've got my messages on my phone are popping up. So that is Suria Namaskara A. That is just beginning yoga, Sun Salutation. It's a good way to keep your body stretched and toned. You get your arms, you get everything. So start with that. There's a really good book called The Shivananda Companion to Yoga. It goes through all the good basics of yoga and Ayurveda. The Ayurveda is the practice of the yogis. It's a lifestyle of the yogis. So that's the Sun Salutation. Do a few of those on each side in the morning. Even if you do one on each side in the morning, it's a good thing. And I'll do more of these yoga videos with you. I'm trying to do the lives, the Facebook Live, but my reception isn't as good as it needs to be out here, so I'll try to find something a little bit closer to some Wi-Fi. That's the one thing about living a little bit off the grid, because I'm starting to go in that direction.